Guys, it's that Yarny Zebra doing the rug for the mug right now. It's quite an interesting project because I am layering this with let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of different fabric fiber. Oh, here we are. It was cut with pecan shears first to give it sort of a rug look, but these also get snipped just a smidge to add to the rug look, and that's what it is. It is a mug rug. And while I'm right here, I'm going to go ahead and fold up my scrappy lace. I could call this some scraptastic fantabulous fabric stash. Jane Darlin from Scraptastic Yarn Podcast. Ooh, this is some stuff this girl has hoarded for many years. I shall not tell a lie. My friend comes in here with all of these fat quotas from Wally World and said, hey, you think we can make some mug rugs? Look at this mug rug that I've got. Let's see if we can make something like that. I don't have let's put a little light on the subject. Is that a little bit better? I'm not sure you can see anything any different. Oh, yes, you can. Let's turn that on. Okay, we're about ready to come down this side. Here is the stitch that I am currently using to work this little quilt, and I have this one lit up over here. That's the one that we're using to get all these pieces together and giving it that quilted look. I did cheat. If you see some stitchery going on in here, I didn't want it to show up on the red and poinsettia lovely side, so I did my fake quilting stitchery on that, and here we go, moving right along. See how this one turns out here in just a jiffy. I'll give you a look-see at it. I know it's loud. It's a sewing machine. Sorry. Okay, let me get my ribbon stitchiated. Okay, now we go. Pull it out just a hair more. And we're just giving it a little foo-foo under there. No sense in using a huge big piece of lace. I said ribbon, didn't I? I meant lace. Okay, whoops, I went too far, but we'll fix it. I'll pull it out just a smidgeroo. I don't know if you can see anything with this tutorial gadget that I have literally wrapped around my neck. Pull my thread back a little bit so I don't have any extra thread flopping around. Do just a couple more stitches here. Back it up just a little to lock that in where I did move it, and turn my work. So I'm going to get this going on right down through here. Okay, guys, we're moving on tonight. No, you will not see any of the scrappy chapstick stuff over here in the floor. At least not while I am sewing, because it's absolutely, it's a disaster up here in the yarnery, but I'm okay with that. The zebra yarnery is a, oh, hey, look at these little messy messes that I'm just going to shove right up in here. Get them caught up in the stitching. Yeah. It is a mug rug after all. There we go. Okay, I have not decided yet what to, let me move my hand so you can see the film. I'm supposed to be over here on the 16. Sorry. Too busy looking down at what I'm recording and letting you see me record my hand. Okay, I'm going to come up a little bit more. Pull my needle down. Turn this. And we're going to give it a little more down this way. Back stitch. Excellento. Okay. I'll pull this on out of here. And see if we can take a look at that. It's not that big, and it's definitely not perfect, but it is a cute little act of love. And these pieces up here are going to be snip, snip, snip to give it a rug edge. And this is this part. I have not quilted or done anything to attach this to all three pieces. But these two pieces here are attached. If you can see, we got some stitch work here. Some stitch work on the holly. If you can see my thumbkin, yeah, some stitch work there. And I am going to do a little stitch work on this side. Just, you know, a few little snippets of stitchery to hold this down, even if it's just done by hand. So there is a difference over here. So even if I did some red right in that area, there's red on this side, so that would look okay. And you know, just different areas where you can do a little red where there is red, and it will not distract from the lovely. Here's a little red berries. On the other side, it's some red. So that would work. It's a trial and error thing. We have never made these little mug rugs before. Did I say mud rugs? I'm tired. Mug, M-U-G, rugs. That's what it is. This one is done, except for getting some little bit of action here that will make it look like it's a little quilt. It doesn't really look like it needs it. It's not going anywhere. I'm having a little afterthought at this moment of if we had put the fusible backing, just a few scrap pieces in here, and pressed it with the iron, then we wouldn't have to worry about any of that at all. So that's a thought for the next time. All right, this one is all done. It just needs the scraps dealt with. I'm pretty sure that I have done all the ones that, well, I was wrong. I've got all of these that are still needing sewn together. There's one. Okay, so I'll keep my green thread and my green bobbin going because 1, 2, 3. There's 3 more of these to go, ladies and gentlemen. So what I've been doing, and I know, I'm sorry, this tutorial thing is really awkward. It's like a thing that's hanging around my neck. It doesn't really give you a good view of what's going on. Hoping I could get it to focus. Good deal. So this is just some scrap material, the beige one, that came in that vintage bag of goodies that I got several weeks ago. And so we decided to use that to do some stuff with this. So what I have been doing is just sitting my needle down. Let me turn it this way. I'm sitting my foot down and just giving that a little stitch. And reversing just a smidge. Pulling that, setting it back down. I don't have an embroidery machine per se, so we do what we do with what we got and stitch that. So we're putting those 2 pieces together and moving right along. Looking for some more holly. I know I don't like to break my thread, so I'll just go right over here and do this one. Moving right along. Sweet Susie is heading back to her hometown. Sorry, this is her hometown where she grew up, but she's heading back to where she was transplanted. In Bogalusa, or down south, they don't say transplanted. They say stuff like, I've been here and, I think, let me see, how did she say that? She's a come here. She wasn't born there. She didn't live there. She's a come there. And people who were born and raised there are been here's, and she's a come there. I don't know how she explained that. It was funny. I'm like, okay, that's one way of saying it, but we've got these 2 done. I'm going to go ahead and get right in this. But I'm going to turn it so that we will have some cool looking pine tree branches coming off of that. And I know doing it all together would really do some stuff on it, but I'm not impressed by the thread that's left on the other side. I'm going to show you one that is finished. And this is the quilt. This is the frayed edge. This is the rug part. I love it. It's adorbs. But you know, you've got your this one worked out well because it's got the green backing. And I just stitched with this stitch over the pine leaves, pine branches. So turn that back over there and let you take a peek at that without messing up my machine. But this is the stitches. Let's see if you can get a look at that without me. So there you go. Beautiful. I didn't do the the holly here. I did run out of this green thread, so I had to find some different green thread to work with. But this one turned out really, really lovely. Here's our rug part. It does have a red trim in the inside here. That's what I was saying. I'm quite the hoarder. I have saved like this red trim and stuff for years in my sewing stuff. So this, the more it's washed or fiddled with, the better it's going to look. And I did use the pinking shears to do the rug part. I don't want to keep you guys. Just wanted to give you a look-see at what I've been doing today. And through the pain, it is raining here. Cats and dogs. It's been raining for about 3 days now. And the temperature drops. It's going to be snow instead. And I really want Susan to be able to drive safely back to Louisiana. So I'm not really looking forward to snow coming, although she would like to see snow since she doesn't usually see it. But hey guys, this is Dora, that yarny zebra, and just showing you a little bit of what's going on in my house today. The yarnery is still here. It does exist. Just in the sewing department this time, and down here in the floor. Don't look at all the junk. Down here in the floor is a bag. Oh my God. Right there it is. Grand opening getting ready to happen. That came from Discontinued Name Brand Yarns today, and I will give you guys a look-see. And don't look at this scrappy stuff going on from all of the cutting that we did today, and all the little pieces of fabric. Oh my gosh. Okay, signing off, back to the machine, back to work. I am getting ready to change my thread here after I finish this one, because, ladies and gentlemen, look at this thread coming up. This thread coming up is for working this beauty right here. Oh, yes, indeed it is. Alrighty then. Gonna bring that yarn and bobbins up to the center stage and get this beautiful mug rug done. Alright, I'm getting back to it. Quit wasting my time. Oh my gosh, I have work to do. Love you guys so very, very much. Enjoy the last video I posted of the Amaze Bomb Christmas extravaganza. I talked to Michael. I tried to talk him into an interview, and he said maybe later when he gets brave enough. And I'm like, you don't need bravery. Look at what you've done in your house with all these trees. And I think he did correct me and say there was 120. No, maybe he was talking about I only got 124 of them on film. The rest of them I missed. So 24, 25, 20. I did pretty good considering he has 126 trees altogether. I think I only filmed 124 of them. Oh, my bad. I saw them with my eyes, so they're there. Hey guys, have a good evening, and go on over there, watch that crazy Christmas funtabulous extravaganza, and like and subscribe and share it. Share it to someone that you have known for a while that's shut in, that's homebound, that probably doesn't get to go see the Christmas lights and Christmas stuff. And let them be encouraged by Christmas by Michael. He is a designer and a friend of mine who I went to high school with, who is just fantabulous. He has the eye for it, and he just amazes me every year with his wonderful Christmas tree display. So get on over there, look at that very last video I posted, and I'm getting off here, guys. I've talked for 20 minutes. That's enough. Peanut butter pie and shut my mouth. Oh, yeah. Okay, I will.